Hey guys, Lauren Francois here, 3-star Diamond 2015 Premier Beachbody Coach. And today I wanted this video to be really informal. I wanted to give you the step-by-step actions that I took to start my business off right and to really hit the ground running from the get-go. I see a lot of coaches that struggle to get their businesses started, and I have a lot of people ask me what I did in the beginning to really get my business going, and I wanted to share with you my tips. So yesterday I sat down for a while and I thought back to what exactly I did to get this business going back in August of 2014. And I hope you're excited because the things that I'm going to share with you that I did, you guys, they're not rocket science at all. I think you're going to be really surprised at how simple it is. I've got my notes here. I wrote everything down, so if I'm looking down and reading, it's because I don't want to miss anything. But I'm just going to dive right in because I don't want this to be too long. So the first thing that I did is I took 100% responsibility for my business. I joined Beachbody as a coach for the business opportunity. I had a vision for what I wanted my life to look like. I was already passionate about health and fitness, and after learning about Beachbody programs and Shakeology and the coaching opportunity, I knew that this was what was going to get me to my vision of what I wanted my life to look like. So the very first thing I did was I took 100% responsibility for my business. I did not expect anybody else to do this business for me. I knew that if I didn't do the training, if I didn't implement what I was learning, if I wasn't teachable, coachable, and, really implementing the things that we were going over in the training, that none of this would work. And that's 100% the case. This is your business. This is not your coach's business. This is not anybody else's business. Your name is on every check that gets deposited in your bank account. Your name is on your Coach Online office, and nobody else can do this for you. So the first thing I did was take 100% responsibility for this business, and I knew that I was the one who was going to have to make this happen, that nobody else could make it happen for me. The second thing I did was I plugged in to my program. So I ordered the 21-day fix and Shakeology. I ordered the strawberry vanilla chocolate combo pack because I had never tried Shakeology before. And I gave myself a couple of weeks to maybe only a week or week and a half to get started with the program and to really get a feel for it so that I felt comfortable speaking about it. And I actually was someone who never had done a Beachbody program before I decided to coach. So this was really important for me. So I followed the 21-day fix meal plan exactly. I read through the entire thing. I made sure I understood it. I did the workouts. I drank my Shakeology, and I got involved that way. The next thing that I did was I started the Misfit Republic training. So my coach Tanya sent me a welcome email with a link, and she said, this is the training that you need to do. This will teach you everything that you need to know about coaching and how to coach and how to run this business. And so I started it. I did a video or two every day. It's actually been updated. It's much more thorough now than when I went through it. But I watched the videos, and the big thing here, the big takeaway is I implemented every single thing that they told me to do in the videos when I watched the video. So if they told me that I needed to be posting 3 to 5 times a day on Facebook, I started posting 3 to 5 times a day on Facebook. I was someone who never posted on Facebook, ever. I was a scroller. I did not post anything. I just liked to go in there and scroll and, look at other people's photos. But I didn't post anything. So I get it if you're not used to posting anything. I wasn't either. But they told me in a video that I should post 3 to 5 times a day and that 80% of my posts should be about me and 5 things that I'm passionate about, and 20% of my posts should be about Beachbody. So that's what I did. I didn't pretend to be an expert in anything. I just posted about what I was passionate about and Beachbody. And I started out doing about 2 times a day, and then I increased it to 3, and now I can say that I consistently post between 3 and 5 times a day. So I started implementing. If they told me to do an open for business statement, I did my open for business statement or my open for business post. They told me that I should get to Emerald. So I signed my husband up as a coach, and I found one other coach, and I got myself to Emerald. It's not difficult things to do. It's very, very simple. There is an amazing training for you. You just have to follow it and make it a priority. These trainings are not super long. I think the longest one was an hour, and that should be your focus when you start coaching, is getting through this training, because you can't coach without doing the training. Nobody comes into this business knowing how to be a coach. We all have to learn. We all start from day one. So immerse yourself in the training and just implement what you're learning, okay? It's not that difficult. The other thing that I did in this process was I decided that I wasn't going to care what anybody else thought. And that is a really big decision that you have to make, because you are going to have people that doubt you, that will make fun of you, that don't want to see your posts, but you have to decide that you're doing this for you because it is, or I'm doing this for me because it's something that I'm passionate about, because I want to live a certain way, because I believe in these programs, I believe in these products, and I truly believe that they will help other people. So you have to make that choice. You have to make that choice to share yourself, to share what you're passionate about, to be real, to be raw, to be vulnerable, to share your story, to share your ups and downs. Nobody wants to get on Facebook and see someone who's perfect. Nobody wants to just see your highlight reel. You've got to share the highlights, and you've got to share the struggles, because the struggles are what people relate to. We all go through struggles. I just did a video the other day about having struggles with my body image after I've had a cheat meal. I know other people are going through that struggle, so I talk about it so that they know that they're not alone. And then I encourage them to make some sort of change, or I try to lift them up or motivate or inspire them. But you've got to make that decision that you're going to share yourself and that you're not going to care what other people think. And then you've got to stick to it. You have to be 100% you, because the only thing that separates you from every other Beachbody coach is that you're you and you're different than everybody else. Okay, next tip. Put up your open for business post. We talked about that, so just follow the training. Use the 5-step invitation process. So there wasn't any scripts that I knew about when I started inviting to challenge groups. So I went into the Coach Online office and I found this document called the 5-step invitation process, and it was phenomenal. It told me exactly what to say, what questions to ask. It walked me through the whole thing of inviting someone to a challenge group. And it worked. And, it's in the Coach Online office for a reason. It's because it works. So use that. Make your page public, or start a Facebook like page, or start a new Instagram account, or whatever social media you're using. Make sure it is public so that people that you do not know can see you. They can start following you. You can attract people that are like you to you. I would highly recommend starting a like page. If you are not comfortable posting on your personal page, a like page is perfect. You can invite everyone from your personal page to like your like page. You can post everything on your like page, and then only the people that want to see those posts are going to like your page, and only the people who want to see your posts are going to see your posts. So it's a great idea to start a like page because you're going to need one down the road. I did the memory jogger exercise. So there's an exercise called the memory jogger, and you use it to build your contact list. I did that exercise and literally thought of every single person I knew and put them on that list. And that is the list that I started to work from when I was sending out my Hey Girl messages and just starting to reconnect with people. Then those reconnections can turn into challenge group invites or coaching invites. So it's super, super important to do the memory jogger exercise and to create a list of people as big as you can. Not just 20 people, not just 100 people, like literally everybody you can think of that you've possibly known in your lifetime. Using your Facebook friends is a great way to create that list. I went through my friends list on Facebook and I wrote down every single person's name, and that's where I started. Then you need to constantly be adding to that list. So anytime you make a new friend, meet somebody new, add their name to that list, and you'll always have a working list that you can work from. Sign your husband or significant other up as a coach. This is going to pay off way down the road. You may not see the benefit of it now, but as you build a team, the way our team cycle bonus works and commission works, believe me, you're going to want your significant other at the very top of your team because it's a way to earn additional money. I started my first challenge group. So I did my Open for Business post. My Open for Business post included an invite to my first challenge group. I used the 5-step invitation process and started inviting people to that challenge group. And I ran my first challenge group. I didn't run it with another coach. I used the challenge group guide for the 21-day fix that's in the Coach Online office. All of the posts were written out for me. I literally copied and pasted from that guide into the group, and it was a huge success. You know, there's a challenge group guide for every single program that Beachbody has. So if you're doing, a 21-day fix challenge group, go into your Coach Online office, find the challenge group guide for that, and those are your posts for the entire challenge group. Beachbody does it all for us. It is amazing, so use it. Let's see, what's next? I started sharing my story, like I kind of touched on this before, but I started sharing my story about my struggles with my weight and nutrition, and I started sharing my coaching journey immediately. I started sharing what I loved about coaching. I started sharing all of my small successes so that people could see that I was having success. No matter how small you think the success is, share it. People need to see that, and it needs to be celebrated. So don't wait to start sharing your journey. Share your weight or nutrition or fitness journey and share your coaching journey. I invited to What is Coaching calls. So we have these amazing calls, usually once a month. They're called What is Coaching calls or webinars, where I get on and I basically explain what coaching is for you. So when I was first a coach, obviously I wasn't doing those calls myself, but whenever I would hear about a What is Coaching call that my coach or my coach's coach was doing, I would invite at least 10 to 15 people to that call. I would just, send someone that I knew a message, and I would say, hey, I've been thinking about you. I have started Beachbody coaching, and it's something that I really think that you might be interested in for this reason, and I would tell them why I thought they would be interested in it, and then I would invite them to the call. And that's how I got a lot of my first coaches to join my team, was by sending out those invites. And it's scary, you're scared, but you got to do it. You're not going to get anywhere if you don't do it. So you just got to bite the bullet and go for it. Let's see, what else? Like I said, I plugged into the trainings. So I did the entire Misfit Republic training. I participated in a Coach Basics group. Anytime I saw a training group coming up, I said that I wanted to be in it, and I participated in it, and I went out and found my own trainings. So YouTube is a fabulous source for trainings. You can get trainings from any coach. Type in my name, type in another coach on our team's name, type in any top coach's name, and there are tons and tons and tons of trainings for you on how to do everything as a coach, and you will never lack training in this business. Last thing I did was I acted like a leader from the very beginning. I started my own team page right away. As soon as I had one other coach, I started posting in that team page, touching base with my coaches. And that is why we have such a strong team page now, because I started doing that from the very beginning. You need to establish yourself as a leader. You need to realize that as soon as you have one other coach, you are a leader. You are responsible for mentoring that person. Even if you've only been coaching for a week, you've been coaching longer than they have, you can just share with them everything you've learned thus far and help them get started right. So establish yourself as a leader. Take responsibility for your coaches. Don't just leave them hanging. That's not fair to them. You brought them into this business. Now it's your turn to help them get started right. Share this video with them if you need to. I don't care. Go for it. That's what it's here for. So those are the things that I did to get started with my business. I hit Success Club, I think 11 or 12 my very first month. I hit Success Club 28 my second month. I think I hit like Success Club 13 or 14 my third month. And as you can see, I didn't do anything that's rocket science, you guys. All I did was I followed what everyone told me to do. I watched the trainings, I implemented the trainings, I was teachable, and I took action and responsibility for my business. So that's what I want you to do. I just want you to plug into what we tell you to plug into, do the trainings, do what they say, follow them, and it will work. There's a reason that there are so many top coaches who say just do the trainings, just follow the 4 vital behaviors now. And this business will work for you. It is not complicated. It is simple. Where people get caught up is they get nervous and they don't want to do the things that are simple, because just because they're simple doesn't mean that it's easy. It doesn't mean it's going to be easy. So that's it. That's what I did to get my business started. I am now I think I'm in like month 20 of coaching. So I'm a little over a year and a half in. I'm a 3-star diamond coach. Like I said, I'm a 2015 premier coach, and I am earning around $48,000 to $50,000 a year, which I know for many is a full-time income, is more than what they're making now. So you guys, this is doable. You can do this. You just have to be you. You just have to share your journey, and you just have to plug into the things that we give you and take responsibility and treat this like a business. And it will work, I promise. But if you don't, it won't. If you don't plug into it, if you don't do the trainings, if you don't implement what you're learning, it's not going to work for you. So just do that, and you'll get started right, and ask questions, ask lots of questions. Be resourceful. So use Google, use YouTube, use your Coach Online Office, use our team pages, ask lots of questions, and you guys will be great. I know you'll do phenomenal. So that's all I got for you. I'll talk to you later.